See, I might not be like addicted to social media, but the core of it is seeking external validation. That I've seen. This is very strange for mental health of young people. It's not just our industry, it's everywhere, everywhere. We are always told to work. You know what I mean? Even when we're resting, we're not really resting anymore because we're in guilt about resting. I was not even thinking about being visible. I was scuba diving. I was thinking about my coral reefs dying and everything. I mean, I came into this industry with my heart open, arms open, and it really broke me as a person. Like, it didn't break me, but it hurt me a lot, and I dealt with a lot of pain and a lot of anxiety. If somebody says anything about my mom, it's like a switch, it's like a button, like you will not recognize me. Like like if you can't talk shit about my mom, sorry, you can't say anything about my mom. Because I'm not jumping around, it doesn't mean kindness is still top priority for me. Like, I think without kindness, humanity is doomed.
So firstly, Babil, welcome to HT City, and thank you for doing this. And I must say, very, very excited because it has been 1.5 years since we have seen you on screen. Yeah. Not a gap I like to have when I am seeing you on screen. Yeah. Very against that, but happy that you are coming back. And the project looks so, I think, when you say na ki actors like to do things different from their life, even though you are a Gen Z person, I think you are one of those people who will not connect to this character as much when it comes to the how much they are dependent on their phone and social media. You are not that person. So for you, kind of getting into that zone, was it a revelation for yourself as well?
No, the thing is, okay, see, I might not be like addicted to social media, but the core of it is seeking external validation. That I've seen. So I could relate in that way. You always try to find a way to relate to the character that is within yourself, and there is everything inside yourself. You all that you need is there inside you. So you just have to look within yourself and accept who you are, and be honest about it.
Yeah.
So like when I was honest about like mujhe external validation, I've needed it, I've desired it, I've then I could relate to.
Yeah. And I think that is what social media is about, seeking that external validation. Because
and it can also be used as a very useful tool for creativity and to promote creativity and to promote a lot of positive aspects of humanity. So it's not social media, I think it's how we use social media.
Yeah. But like this 1.5 years that went by, like you were not there active because social media is also about visibility. But in this 1.5 years, you were not going out of your way to be visible. You were not doing things on social media. You were not making those appearances just to be visible and all. Was there an external pressure there for you which was saying that, okay, be a little bit more visible, be out there and all? How are you dealing with that? Because as a young actor, from what I have gauged and what I have conversed with a lot of young actors today, they face that pressure that they are told that you should be more and more visible because as much as you are in the eye, you are also in the mind of people.
Man, I think that's, मैं कुछ सच बताऊं कि this is very strange for mental health of young people. It's not just our industry, it's everywhere, everywhere. We are always told to work. You know what I mean? It's just that it's the right amount of rest is very important.
Yeah.
It's like even when we're resting, we're not really resting anymore because we're in guilt about resting. Because we're all the time we're told to do more. And the problem with that is that that's not how we're supposed to exist, how we're supposed to live. And we are much more efficient when we rest. Rest as in, I'm not saying sleep or do rest as in just to be free, mentally free of guilt, of pressure, or having developed a perspective with those things, to be able to just deal with that in a way which does not bring you down, rather motivates you. to
Yeah.
go forward.
Yeah, and it's very necessary to take that kind of break in between.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people think break is a
Yeah.
negative thing. It is not.
Yeah,
When
it's
you
not.
are, I get that a lot of people connotate that
Yeah.
with a negative thing, but it's not. Somewhere you need to kind of recalibrate. You kind of need to take a moment and think of your path you want to take
I
forward.
think don't think. Like it's impossible not to think, but it's
Yeah.
you can guide your thinking towards certain things, right? Like what you're saying, I was not even thinking about being visible. I was scuba diving. I was thinking about my coral reefs dying and I mean, you know, every hour we have. I don't know the exact statistic, but every hour we lose a certain amount of species. Like at least 2 species or 1 species goes extinct every hour, and that's such a strange way to. There are so many things that you can concern yourself with. So why concern yourself with things that bring you down? Yeah. When I think about endangered animals, when I think about the ocean, when I think about scuba diving, when I think about music, I get motivated. That when but if I'm thinking about being visible, how does it help my humanity?
True. And like this is not the first time you have spoken about it. You have been open about these kind of things. Have you ever felt in this industry where you are kind of pushed to work more? Has it acted against you when you have kind of opened up and spoken about this?
Yeah. Because you know me, man. I came into this industry with my heart open, arms open, and it really broke me as a person. Like it didn't break me, but it hurt me a lot, and I dealt with a lot of pain and a lot of anxiety. But I wouldn't trade that for anything, because that is what gave me the perspective to look at other things in the world. Yeah. You know, look at what I was really passionate about when I was a child. You know, so I think everything that happens to you, you must look at it as something that is happening to help you evolve. Yeah. The more you point fingers, and the more you are like, yaar, ye mere saath kyun ho raha hai? Why me? This I feel like this kind of perspective, it stops you from growing as a person.
Yeah. And I'm very happy at least you are taking that time out to go to scuba diving and do different kind of things. Because I remember the last time we had spoken and said you want to kind of pack your bag one day and go on a hike or go on a trek and be away from all this. And I'm happy that you are taking out time to kind of these things. Because somewhere that also helps you keep your sanity alive.
Yeah.
And kind of focus on, and I think it also brings that rejuvenation in your work as well.
Yeah,
because if you're rejuvenated in your mind, that's when you can put it in your work as well.
Absolutely.
But talking of social media, like in today's time, whenever I've spoken to the young generation, or when I speak to actors who are struggling or like who are trying to make a mark, social media has become an important tool in terms of which it should not be. Like what your followers count are kind of dictating what your jobs are, or like influencers getting into acting because of their high follow count. Do you feel it puts a certain amount of pressure on young actors in a way that rather than focusing on their craft, you are being made to focus on this virtual life of yours somewhere, which is now then kind of resulting into the work?
I think if you are too concerned with the outcome, if you're more attached to the outcome than the process of learning, the journey of learning, then it will bring you down, these things, right? Because life will happen, life will do what it does, and every generation has their conflicts, has their struggles, has their weight, burdens, but you have to be involved in the journey, not the outcome. The outcome will only give you anxiety because there is no way to predict it.
Yeah.
True.
It's not in your hand.
Yeah.
And sometimes people get so lost in that algorithm, the numbers and maths of it, that somewhere they lose perspective of what they're actually supposed to focus on.
I mean, but you're right, absolutely.
Yeah, but like I'll take a little lighter note, that in the film that there's this person who is this territorial about you, as we discussed. Has there been in real life, you have been territorial towards someone?
Territorial?
Where like territorial, obsessed, possessed, or like very protective towards someone, where you at one moment felt okay, maybe it has gone a little overboard or maybe over the line?
Yeah. I mean, towards my mother, right? Like if somebody says anything about my mom, it's like a switch. It's like a button. Like you will not recognize me. Like you know, like if you can't talk shit about my mom, sorry, you can't say anything about my mom. And it's like a flip. Like I don't know. I have to reflect upon that. Why it's like that? But yeah, I'm very protective about my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of shows that kind of bond that you both share. But I remember the last time we spoken that you bring in authenticity, and we spoke how sad it is that we have to speak about being authentic.
Yeah.
Because that should be something innate.
Yeah,
humility. It should be implicit.
Yeah,
it should be implicit. It should not be. But somewhere that is the case.
I remember that conversation. It was about, I think it was humility, no? It was that people...
Where does that humility
is a compliment,
from?
But it should just be an innate thing,
Yeah, but like on the work front as well, you are getting to explore these characters, and you are getting good work, but it's coming sparring and far in between. Why is it so? Because is it a conscious decision?
No, there are three. I mean, there are many things that are to come. I have already shot. They come. The destiny of a film is it has its own destiny. Every expression of yourself, every expression of art has a destiny of its own. You know, and all you can do is be a part of that journey. But I can never say ki which film will come when, because that is the film's journey. That's not my journey. You know, Railwayman released so long after. Logout, we shot this 3 years ago or 2 years ago. Yeah.
But you have not yet.
It comes in. Yeah.
But you have not yet made your transition to the big screen yet.
Let's see. I have surprises for you.
Oh, so are you excited? I'm not asking which project, when it's happening, nothing. But like, are you excited about this prospect? Because somewhere your introduction to cinema happened through your father, who came on the big screen. Somewhere, do you still have?
Started with serial, bro.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Sorry. Yeah, but he gained that recognition on the big screen. So somewhere is there this desire to see yourself on the big screen, and are you waiting for that?
I'm not waiting. I mean, yeah, of course. Yes. Yes, of course.
Thank you so much for always being this person. Thank you so much for taking this time out. I know you are.
I just want to tell you, like, just because I'm not jumping around, doesn't mean kindness is still top priority for me. Like, I think without kindness, humanity is doomed.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, it doesn't mean my priorities have changed or my values have changed. It's just that every day you go through something and it changes you. It changes your perspective. It doesn't change you as a person, but your perspective needs to change, right? It needs to evolve. Yeah,
it's evolution. And I feel you have been very, it goes all credit to your skills as well. You have been very fortunate that you have been accepted and revered and loved by the audiences for the work that you do. Because in the recent times, we have seen a lot of young actors have not faced the same kind of reception from the audience. Somewhere does it fill you with gratitude that somewhere
gratitude is there for people, but I have no comparison to other people. I do not think about other people because they have their journey and they are doing their best, and that they can.
Obviously.
And if they're not, then that's on them. I have to do my best, and I don't have the time, man, to think about that.
Yeah, but
or to compare,
But very happy to always see you. Be it anywhere, everywhere, and always in love with you. But thank you so much for giving me this time.
Thank you, man.
Wishing you lots of love and luck for Logout and for everything that you do. Can't wait to see you again and talk to you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.